Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Osiris New Dawn. I'm an old guy gaming, and we are playing on the latest experimental version. So what's new, if you haven't read the patch notes, is we can now sleep in the bed. We now have lights in the Electrodome, which don't do a really super good job of lighting this place up when it's pitch black at night, but they are there. We have better robot commands, so we're going to be checking that out and see how those work for the droids. You know, that was all supposed to have been improved and so on and so forth. So we'll check that out at this point, at some point. And let's see, what else are we doing? There's ship collision now too in the game. So I guess if you're about to collide with something, the ship will automatically stop to prevent you from doing that. And I don't know if that also now means that we can have, have hull damage on the ship or not. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so those are the changes as I remember them. There might be a couple other things too. But anyway, I am back from my trip. So I had a good business trip, and we are getting back into Osiris and continuing on here. So we're still kind of sort of in the Permadeath series here, but if you guys didn't catch the last live stream where I recorded a few episodes, I mentioned in that stream that we're going to transition this save over to more of a casual construction, and we're going to work on just building a big base and having a, kind of a more of a chill experience with it. So I haven't officially moved the series over to that yet, but it'll probably happen pretty soon. And then what that means is then we'll get back to another attempt on starting on Aziel. There's been a lot of talk in the comments about starting on Lutari and whether or not you can do it and what you would need to do it. So we're going to attempt that as well, for the Permadeath series. And then this will just turn into, like I said, a casual construction series. So what I've been doing, I've spent quite a bit of time, in fact, off camera, setting drills up. So we have quite a few drills in place now. Let's take a look at that first. And there's a bug with the bugs, particularly the Colossus beetle. That son of a bitch can reach like 30 feet through the bubble and still hit your drill, even though he's nowhere even close, for the horn on the front of his head hitting it. And it's really irritating. So what that means is, even though I'm putting the bubble up, I still have to stand there and repeatedly repair the drill while I'm waiting for it to get down to the core. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. And one of the things I was thinking about maybe doing is trying a Z shield, because it's going to have a further perimeter, and see if that helps the situation a little bit. And so we're going to do that. But yeah, let's go back to the map and take a look-see at what's going on. So over here in Red Sea's Edge, this is our Lawn's Delight and Iron Drill. And we could even, can we name this? What just happened? No, it doesn't look like we can. Okay, so it'd be kind of nice to name them so that way I could tell which one's which. But nevertheless, that is our drill, and it tells us the condition too, which is really useful on the map. And then if we go up to Crescent Valley, right here, I set up a drill, and this drill is pulling lithium and aluminum. Lithium and aluminum. So, right, lithium, yeah, lithium and aluminum, Crescent Valley. So that one's there. And then if we go over to Valles Gravitas, we are pulling nickel with this drill. And I have, I set up a normal electrodome here because this is we're going to be pulling magnesium and hopefully mercury from here. But I was missing one piece, so I had to come back to the base, and I figured, well, I'll go ahead and just start the next episode while I'm over here. Down here is a gold and chromium drill. And when I logged in, the first drill had actually been destroyed. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but it was destroyed, so I had to basically rebuild it, and that's why you see the two thingies there. But there's actually only one drill there. And then this drill here is our silver, and it's picking up silver and molybdenum. Okay, so, and then of course we have a copper drill down here in Fungus Humongous. So we're doing pretty good, and I'm getting to the point where we're going to have to start doing something different with our storage, because we are vastly, or very quickly I should say, running out of space here with the two bins. So you can see we got lots of aluminum, lots of copper, lots of gold in there, and I've even had to overflow some of the copper over here, and then we got, the iron and the lithium and all of that stuff. And I have not gone around either and emptied all the drills, the drills out either. So there's two things I was thinking about doing. we could either A, build another habitat on top of here, so make it a second floor, and then do nothing but just put all of these storages all the way around. The reason I would do that is because these storages are really, really cheap to make. I mean, way, way cheaper than the depositories, but the depositories have roughly 20 more storage slots in them, 15, 20 more, something like that. But these are so much cheaper to make. Not that cheap's a big deal because, I mean, we've got so many resources that's coming out of our ears. The other thing to keep in mind, though, too, is this is not the place that I'm planning on building our ultimate base. This is just our starter base location. So I don't want to get too fancy, you know, with building stuff here in terms of structures. So I don't know, we might be further ahead just to make a bunch of depositories to store the stuff until we, you know, find our permanent location. And so the depository takes all that stuff. The thing that's mostly going to be expensive about these is, you know, the computer screens and to a lesser degree the rubber. But anything that requires ore is just going to be easy mode from here on out because of all the ores, you know, that we're pulling in. So yeah, but I still think it's going to probably make sense for us to just use depositories for the overflow for the time being, since this is a temporary setup. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look first and see what we need to make a Z shield. So let's mark that on the map. Now I have, we might take a little bit of damage from the storm, but that's right. I need to put this stuff in here because this is all for the drill. Let's go back to the drill for just a second. Okay, so basically, I want to make sure that I'm not using up... yeah, I'm sorry, I had to think about it for a second. I want to make sure I'm not using up the stuff for the drill because we need that, of course, for the drill itself. Okay, so let's see. We need to make sure we have 5 steel, 1 battery, and 4 diamonds. Here, let's pull this back out for a second. So we'll do this in order so my brain can keep up with it. 5 steel, 1 battery, and 4 diamonds. Then we need 1 bronze, 1 brass, and 4 hoses. There's the brass, 1 bronze, 4 hoses, a computer screen, and 2 cast irons. Computer screen and 2 cast iron. Okay, so everything that we need to make the drill is in the buggy. So anything we have left over is up for grabs, available for us to use. Okay, so let's go back into here. We want to go to defenses. This time we're going to select the Z shield. And so we have... oh, wait a minute. Do we have extra... oh, I know what some of that stuff is. Some of that stuff is from... because I had actually double the materials for the Electrodome. So... if that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, it makes sense to me. Okay, so let's go here. So we need to make a white gold. So again, let's just... what I actually have been doing here is... I gotta remember to eat before we leave too, because I can't eat when we're out and about. But I've been putting some of the extra ores that I've been needing to make some of this stuff in here. So let's start with that. If we're gonna make a white gold, we're gonna need gold, silver, and nickel, none of which is currently in my inventory. So let's grab a nickel, a silver, and a gold out of here, and that'll allow us to make the white gold. Yeah, good. The storm went away. No, down here. Okay, so let's make the 1 white gold. I guess we already had one. That's right. You can never have too much white gold in this game. All right, we need to make a battery, which is good because we'll need a white gold for that. So we're also going to need 2 of these, which means we need some lithium. So let's go grab the lithium. And that's going to be in here, I think. Nope. In here. Okay, so we'll grab some lithium there. And make 2 power cells. And then after that, we're going to need to make 3 zirconium plates and 1 zirconium circuit board, which we should do. We have almost a full stack of zirconium. But I don't think I have anything made from zirconium yet. Okay, so make our battery here. I'm going to go in here and grab the zirconium. Okay, so... Let's go here. Now, it says it wants 2 zirconia something or others, which I think we have to make in here, right? Oh, you know what? We might have to... I just thought of something. We might have to make the indoor chem bench, because I think that's the only place you can make the cubic zirconia. Is that what that is? Let's just look at it real quick. Yeah, cubic zirconia. We need 2 of those. Okay, so we can't make it in here. I'm sure we can't make it in here, but I'm just going to check anyway. Because, you know, they change things. Printer, no option for cubic zirconia. Okay, we're going to have to make the indoor print station. So let's do this. Let's put everything in the buggy that we've amassed so far, which is basically going to be that, and that. Okay, so let's go into here, press G, and it's basically all of, well, not all of the alloys, but it's this alloy, these alloys, this one, the battery, and the white gold. Did we, oops, we put a was that a bronze? I think that's or not a bronze, a brass. Yeah, we put the brass in there. Oh, no, wait, that's a dime alloy. Is that what we need as a dime alloy? I'm so confused. Defenses. Yeah, it's a dime alloy. Okay, so we've got everything except for the zirconium stuff. So let's go back in here, and the challenge we're going to have now is we don't have a spot for that chem bench. I don't want to pick my bed up, so we're going to have to consolidate something, I think. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take all of the equipment stuff, and we're going to put it in with the parts, because we have room in here. Again, I'm not worried about all this so much because of the fact that, in fact, some of this we could even just recycle for that matter, but, you know, we have T19, yeah. This is not our permanent place, so I'm just not too worried about it, okay? And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go bring up our tool, and we're going to destroy this. And now we can build the habitat appliance chem bench. So what do we need for that? Chemistry table. Talonite, computer screen, glass, mercury, and a dimalloy. Okay, so let's work on this one thing at a time. So the talonite, do not remember what that requires. Cobalt and chromium. Cobalt's one ore that I don't have a source of yet for the drills. But it's not one of those ores that you need a ton of either, so we might be able to get away with... Here, let's do a full stack of chromium. You know, just the trace amounts that we get from the other drills might hold us in good stead, but if it turns out that it doesn't, we can always try and put one in. Okay, so how much talonite we need? 2. All right, let's make 2 of these. Next is the computer screen thing. So let's go back in here. I do have a few more of the... Wait, what are we doing? We're here. Of these. But I don't have any more computer screens proper, so we're going to have to make those from scratch. So, circuit board, we need another white gold, another dime alloy, and another power cell. White gold. Power cell, and for the dime alloy, we're going to have to grab some copper. That is the one thing we have the most of at this point, is copper. We've got so much copper. It's a nice problem to have. Okay, so let's just grab an overflow stack here. Oh my goodness, we are heavy. We are so heavy. We're going to have to... Let's cut that sucker in half, and let's cut this in half. Anything else I have a huge amount of? Let's cut that in half. That actually needs to go in here, though. Place for everything, everything in its place. We don't need that much sulfur. Let's cut that in half. And we don't need that much cobalt. Okay, now we can move a little bit better. There's the dimalloy. And for this, okay, let's make the computer screen now. Okay, so what do we need? Glass and mercury, and then we have everything we need for the chem table. There's some mercury there, and we should have glass in here. Okay, let's build this thing. Appliances, chemistry table. Boom. Okay, now, to make these, we just need some zirconium. Make a couple of those. And let's switch back to the Z-shield as well. Okay, so we put the ores, or no, I'm sorry, we put the alloys. Did we already put the alloys in there? I'm confusing myself now. Yeah, I think we did. I think we did. Okay, so we need to make the plates and the circuit board. So we got to do the circuit board in here. Well, I'll double check it before we leave. So what's the circuit board require? We need another plate and a zircaloy and another cubic zirconia and a battery. Okay, so let's make another one of these. Okay. And let's see what do we need to do to make the zirconium plates now. We need to make a total of 4. So I believe we do that over here. We need magnesium and cast iron. Okay, so just 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go get some magnesium. I think I have some of that in here. Oh, shit, not enough, though. Okay. Well, I know we're going to need aluminum and magnesium to make magnesium. So let's grab some of that. Maybe a half a... Wait, what just happened? Here we go. Split. Too much. Split. Too much weight. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's make 1 magnesium here. And now we should be able to make... no, we're going to need some steel too. Okay, well, let's make 2. And then we have steel in here. Got quite a bit of steel. At some point, I'm going to really need to start actually making some product just for if for no other reason, to free up some more space. Was that 1 per? I don't remember. Here, let's just grab 10. So, you know, we can make spare batteries because we know we're always going to need those. We can make spare circuit boards, that sort of thing. Some spare, you know, maybe eventually get to the point where we can have a full stack of each of the alloys kind of thing. All right, we need to make 2 more of those. Very good. All right, so what's left? We just need to make the circuit board now. Let's go back in here. And so that required I can't talk, required a battery. And we also need a zircaloy too. So let's do the zircaloy next. And then we're going to need 2 of these for a battery. We got plastic up there. And we're gonna need another white gold too, I think. Okay. And let's do another white gold. And that should be enough to make a battery. There we go. And now we can make the zirconium circuit board. It's expensive, son of a gun. Okay, so we should now have everything we need to make the Z shield. So let's open up this and grab all of that back out of there for a second. Yep, okay, so we have everything right now. I'm going to temporarily... Oh, wait a second. Do we need we need another battery too, don't we? Okay. Yeah, I've got 2 batteries in here. Okay. I'm going to make this. I'm not going to activate it. I'm just going to make it for a second. So I get all of the stuff out of the inventory that I need. And then I just want to make sure that I didn't screw something up, and I also have everything I need to make the actual drill. Let's go ahead and eat a crab stew. I've been killing a lot of crabs and critters, so I got tons of meat here. I just need to take the time to actually cook it up. So we're doing good there. Oh, I need to also repair my assault rifle. Let's do that right now. We've used the dragon tooth a little bit too, and we need to repair this. And I think that's it for repairing. Okay, I'm going to drop off the rest of the stuff that we don't currently need right now. Okay, let's double check. So all of this should be everything we need for the drill. Defenses are utilities. Yeah, okay, so the drill is green, and we know we have everything we need for the Z-shield because we just made it, so let's take it back apart, and we are good to go. Okay, let's head on over to where we're going to set up the next drill, which is going to be a magnesium and mercury drill, and that's going to be over here to the east. Okay, so this is the spot I've selected. I've got a magnesium deposit and a mercury right next to each other. And we're going to plop the drill right down in the middle there. But what we want to do is, looks like did we get the attention of that crab? Yeah, I think we did. All right, let's see if we can do this. I'm going to go defenses, Z shield. There we go. We put it right next to it. Okay, good. So that turns that on, and it extends. It actually doesn't extend that much further, does it? I would have guessed it did a little more than that, but I guess it doesn't. Okay, well, we definitely got the attention of the baddies now. Okay, let's turn this one off. Okay. And I don't think the crabs can reach through. It's really just the colossal beetles, but we'll probably get some colossal beetles coming in here. All right. Now, let's go here, and we're going to go utilities, deep terrain drill. And we'll just set it down right about here-ish. Should be good. I want to get magnesium more than I do mercury because we use a lot more of it. But if we can get both of them at the same time, you know, bonus, right? Okay, so let's turn this thing on and see what happens. So if this works, in other words, if we get colossal beetles and they can't reach through with their 30-foot long invisible horn, then I'll just use the Z-shield for the rest of the drills that we need to put down. And hopefully like I said, we'll be able to pull both mag and mercury from this drill. The drill that I have north of here, this one, that one's pulling both nickel and... It's actually pulling nickel and Lonsdaleite, so I have 2 drills that are getting Lonsdaleite. This one, and then the one that's way over here in Red Sea's Edge. This one here is also pulling Lonsdaleite. So we're going to have that stuff just coming out our ears like crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just cut the camera here, and I'll bring you back when the drill is done. And hopefully we will see it saying multiple veins detected. And if it does, then that means we're going to be getting mag and mercury. So I'll see you guys back here when it's ready to go. We are done. But I'm down to like seriously bad frame rate because there's just so many mobs that spawned. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably have to log out just to get rid of them. But let's take a look here really quick. It does say that we have multiple mineral veins detected, so we should have magnesium and mercury for our stuff. Okay, so we have mercury. I don't see magnesium in there. That's a little concerning. Concerning the fact that it's right next to a freaking magnesium deposit. It's all over around here. Maybe it just hasn't pulled it yet. Okay, there we go. We got some mag there, but I don't know. This is very suspicious. It looks to me like it's pulling copper, which makes no sense because there is no copper anywhere in this area. Copper is high density, and it's... What is this here? See, that's nickel. There's no copper around here at all. None. Zilch. Zero. So why in the frick is this pulling copper? Oh, okay. No, it just got 4 mags. That must have been just an RNG thing. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. This is what I wanted to get the most of course, because we're going to use a lot of magnesium. And then mercury, you know, too. Okay, I think we're good. It was just weird RNG, but I've got to relog. I can hardly move, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and yeah, we got multiple mineral veins, and we're getting magnesium and mercury, so we are good to go there. We should be able to pick all this stuff up now, so we might as well grab that now. And then we'll grab our thing. And we did have a Colossus beetle come in, but he wasn't able to reach it. So I think the Z shield is the way to handle that situation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the base and we're going to assess where we're at in terms of, you know, which ores we have covered and decide if we need to make any more. It is so dark, man. I'm going to make sure I don't go the wrong direction here. Anyways, make sure that we have everything covered or if we need to make another drill. So off the top of my head, we don't have cobalt covered. We don't have zinc covered. We don't have sulfur covered. But none of those ores are stuff that we use in great quantities. Sulfur, I mean, you know, we do need that to make plastic. But I mean, there's a lot of it in the Bloodleaf Forest, and we are going to get trace amounts of it too. So I'm kind of thinking that we hold out on cobalt and sulfur and just see how we do. We might be able to get everything done we need to do with just the trace amounts. And then, of course, like I said, if we don't, we can always make another drill and plop it down. I don't have tungsten covered, but tungsten is also not needed in large quantities. That's really only used for bullets, for ammunition, and I think with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, same for titanium. You do need titanium for at least one other thing, but again, not in huge quantities. And let's see, what else do we not have? Oh, lead. We don't have lead covered. And again, we might be able to get away with not doing lead. I would go grab our copper, but we just got too much of it. We need to make some depositories next so we can start holding all this ore. But what I really want to do now, though, before we really do too much more with this current base in terms of building and making a whole bunch more storage, I really want to determine where we're going to live permanently, where we're going to build our ultimate base. So that's kind of, you know, the next thing on the list. It's moved to the top of the list, and I'm not really sure. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't really come to a decision as to, you know, where we might do that. So, do I have anything in here? Just the fuel. Okay. So one thing I think I will do is I'm going to ask you guys to tell me in the comments, or suggest rather in the comments where we could build our ultimate base here on Proteus. We are going to build it on Proteus. We're not going to build it anywhere else. We might, you know, it's possible that we might do some outposts on some of the other moons, but the main base will stay on Proteus. So yeah, why don't you guys let me know in the comments where you would vote for in terms of where you'd like me to see me build the base. I have a couple of requirements, though, and that is it needs to be in a place with a cool view. And a cool view to me would be, you know, somewhere where we can see like the colorful forests, maybe up high, but not up so high that it's impractical, and, you know, potentially looking out over the deep desert. And so Crescent Valley would be a potential candidate for that because it's the forest. But then, you know, we could look north out over the sand. So that's a possible. I don't want to be in Valles Gravitas or Isolated Shelf in any of that area with all the glowing texture, you know, where the ice is, if that's what it is, because it's too intense. So I don't want to go there. Fungus Humongous might be, you know what would be cool is if we could build a base up in those trees, but I don't think it'll let us place it down. It has to be on the ground, unfortunately. Worm Graveyard could be interesting. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'd like it to have a really good view, preferably a view of one of the forests and or of the deep desert. I don't mind it being up kind of high, like on a cliff, as long as, again, like I said, we can get to it, you know, that it's not impractical, so to speak. And other than that, let me know what you guys think about where you'd like me to build a base. And, you know, tell me the general area. So say, I think you should build in Crescent Valley, but then also give me coordinates too. You know, so I know approximately where you're talking about. Because if you just say in Crescent Valley, then, you know, that's not specific enough. Okay? And then depending upon how many people respond, and if we get several people wanting me to build in the same general vicinity, then maybe that's what we'll do. But I reserve the right to still override all of you and choose my own place. Okay, just gonna throw that out there right now, so we're setting the proper expectation, because I haven't looked around specifically with an eye to where the base is going to be yet. And so, you know, I might ride around and say that's the perfect spot that I want to be, and it may or may not be where you guys want. But I also want your guys' input too, and I'll definitely, you know, take it into consideration. Okay, so yeah, let's do that and see, you know, how that goes. But we are going to need some overflow storage even before we move from here. We just are. So I think it's time for us to make we can either make 2 stories on here like I talked about. So that's going to be more expensive because we have to build another habitat, but it's going to be way less expensive for the storage. And, you know, we can get a total of, here, let's start on this side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can put in 11 storage lockers for, what is it? 2 steel and 1 rubber. I mean, it's ridiculously cheap. 11 repositories would give us a lot more space, but it would also be a lot more expensive. Plus, we would have to figure out where in the hell we're going to put them. What does it cost to make another one of an upper story habitat? So everything down there, which, I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but it's not a lot of expensive stuff. We'll still have to do the walls too, but we might as well just do the cloth walls, because here again, this isn't our permanent spot. So I'm kind of favoring that. I have never done an upper story habitat in this game. Not because I didn't know how, but I just never really had a reason to. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do it. Let's make an upper story habitat for here. And then we'll build the real cheap storage, and we'll have 11 more units, and that should get us by until we move to our permanent base location. Okay, so now that we've decided that, let's start gathering up the materials for this. So we're going to need 10 rubber, and I have 23. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's put all of the Z-Shield components back in here so I don't mess that up. Okay, so that's going to basically be this, and this, and the battery, and the solar panels, and I think all of this stuff here. Actually, I don't think the Z-Shield needed Azurnium, but we'll put that in there anyway. Did it need gunmetal? Defenses, Z shield. No, it didn't need gunmetal. Oh, it's the normal electrodome that needs the gunmetal. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, open inventory. And I think that's everything in there that it needs. So let's put this stuff back here. Copper. See, it doesn't even fit in there. We're so overloaded right now. Okay, we'll put that stuff in there. Let's do a sort, and I'm going to pull lead, iron. Let's pull the iron out of here, and we can put the alloy in there, and we'll put the iron in here. So we need the tin rubber. Let's grab that first. Split that. Next we need 8. I think that's a not a zernium. What the hell's it called? This stuff. Zamok. Oh, we have 48 of those. Jeez. Okay. So let's just right-click 8 of those into our inventory. Okay, we need 8 steel. We have plenty of that stuff. Right-click that into our inventory as well. What's next? We need 3 duralumin, probably, I'm guessing. And it looks like 4 bronze. So 1, 2, 3 of those. And we're going to have to make the bronze. So I think that means we need copper and zinc. I think. Let's take a look. Well, actually, is that what we need? Structures. Oh, we need 4 brass. I said bronze, right? You know, we need 4 brass. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after that, we're going to need 4 wires, which we have. One thing at a time, ladies and gentlemen, so my brain can keep up with it. One thing at a time. Wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the copper in our inventory. We need 2 titanium. Oh, there's something we need titanium for. Okay. I knew there was, 1 or 2 other things, but again, not in mass quantity. And then we just need to make ourselves a computer screen thing. So let's see. We're going to need... I know we're going to need glass. And I think we're going to need... Well, I don't know what we're going to need. Let's just go look. Let's just go look. Okay, so to make a computer screen, we need a white gold and a circuit board. So we need 2 white golds, plastic, a dimalloy, and a power cell. Okay, let's go back and get the stuff for that. I've got 1 plastic there and 1 power cell there, so good. We got that stuff. We could actually maybe make... Yeah, let's use this up so we are using our scrap stuff first. To make a dimalloy, we're going to need... I don't have any ores in here, do I? No, okay. Dimalloy is going to require some nickel, some gold, and some silver. So there's the silver. Grab a gold out of here. Nope, that's copper. Okay, can I move? Yeah, I can move. Okay, I think we needed... Do we need 2 of those? I don't know, we'll make 2 anyway. Alright, let's just see where we're at. Oh, yeah, we needed the dimalloy, which we have to make in here, and we can do that. Copper and silver. Very good. Now we can make the... Come on, get it. Get it, get it, get it. We can make this. And then we should be able to make the computer screen over here. There we go. Beautiful. And that gives us everything to make our upper story habitat. So I'm assuming I have to remove the skylight first, right? What happens if I just try and put it up there? Structures. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to remove this first. Okay, and then if we... Whoops. Go to F2, Structures, Upper Story Habitat. Oh, you know what the problem is with this plan? Got it. I completely forgot. We can't have an upper story habitat with the fabricator in place. Son of a gun. That means I'm going to have to make... In order to do this, I'm going to have to make another habitat, a ground habitat. Well, maybe we do that. Maybe we make a ground habitat and we have 2 levels. It's just that the thing I don't like about that is we're just getting too involved in making, you know, building up a base that we're not going to be in for very long is the thing. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, let me think about this for a second. So if we popped another habitat, see, that tree's probably going to be in the way there. Yeah, I don't like that. And the reason they don't let you do that, and it does make sense, is because the fabric, you have to have like a ladder to get up to the second level right in the center, and this is in the way. I wish we didn't have to put the fabricator in the middle of the building, though, either. So that's another thing. Well, that being the case, maybe we better just throw in a few depositories for now and call it good. Because otherwise I'm looking at... Oh, man. I'm looking at another one of these habitats, which is more or less the same material. Well, it's not exactly the same material as this. That's not super expensive, really. If we do that, where are we going to put it, though? That's the question. We could actually... Maybe we have it come out of here. I'm in deep thought here, you guys. Deep thought. I wonder if there would even be room to put one there. I think the terrain's going to be too high. Alright, let's try something here. Let's move this out of the way. What do I need to make a ground habitat? Structure. We need 4 more Zamok. It's probably going to make me do a coupler. Yeah, see, it's not attaching. We might have a terrain issue here, too, now that I think about it. Yeah, see, because... Yeah, it's gonna cut into the terrain. Okay, that's not gonna work either. Shoot. Well, I guess, you know, we could build the habitat as a standalone just for storage. It doesn't have to be attached to this. Now that's a thought. Okay, here, let's look at this. Let's go structures, habitat. Turn it around this way. Bring it back here. But yeah, see, we have a bit of a the terrain's just too high right there to do this. So we need to get over where it's a little flatter. So what about over here? It doesn't necessarily have to be in the bubble either. In fact, it definitely doesn't have to be in the bubble. Oop, oop, oop. I'd like the entrance of it to be in the bubble. If we put it there... Let's just set it down for a second. I think we can still drive through there okay with our buggy. We can definitely drive up around. It's a little wonky, but it'll probably work. Okay. Yeah, I think actually this will work. This will work. Because, again, we don't have to have this attached to that at all. And even if we wanted to, I mean, we could even move the fabricator over here and still do the double story, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're just going to put cloth walls up here and then build a bunch of cheap storage, and we'll be good to go. So we just need alien fibers and makeshift cloth bundles for that. Now, if I grab normal cloth bundles, which I have a ton of from just salvaging, do those break down into makeshift cloth bundles? Let's find out. Recycle. No, not repair, recycle. They do. And fiber too. Okay. Look at that. How useful. So we're going to break this entire stack down. Probably more than we need to, but it's okay. Okay, let's put these walls in place. It is going to look a little weird having the dome go right through the structure. And that's not something I would do if this was our permanent base, but because this is temporary, I'm gonna let it slide. It'll probably bother my OCD a little bit, but we'll get over it. Now, if we could put a cloth ceiling in here, but the problem with that is we won't have any lights in here then. So I think just a normal ceiling should be fine. So we need 2 Zamok, 3 rubber, and 2 steel. Okay, good. That gives us light in here. And now we just need a bunch of rubber and a bunch of steel to put the extra storage in. And the last one. All right. Cool, man. Now we got some storage going on. I wonder if we put the Z shield down instead and pulled it over this way a little bit, that might actually cover that whole thing. We could try it, I guess. I mean, I can always make another Z shield. I got all the stuff for it. I got all of the stuff for it. Let's grab this. Need one of those. I don't think we needed the white gold. Let's take a look here. Defenses, Z shield. What are we missing? Oh, we do need the white gold. We do indeed. I'll just grab both of them. Okay, so if we put the Z shield, if we just hold it this way a little further than the other one. Wait, what? There. So let's bring it, let's try it right here. Okay, so it looks like that worked. So we had all that encompassed there, and we still are more or less in the same spot we were over here. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So we'll just use this Z shield, and I can make another one, you know, for more drills later on if necessary. Or just, I don't know, stay there and keep the thing repaired till it's done. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not something that, you know, can't be done. I'm going to like this better because, yeah, having the shield go through the building was kind of cheesy, man. Kind of cheesy. Okay, very good. One other thing I want to try before I let you guys go. Can we build some stairs? Yeah, can I... It won't let me sink them into the ground, unfortunately. Okay, that's not going to work. What about if we went custom? There's a floor. Wide stairs, thin stairs. Oh, we got some new lights. Are those lights new? I don't remember those before. Apparently we have to unlock them somehow. Can we raise and lower this? So that doesn't really gain us much. Okay, well, I thought I would try it and see. We're just going to have to... I mean, the other thing we would have to do, of course, is build an airlock, but I don't want to mess with that. Don't want to mess with it. All right, you guys. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around to all of my existing drills. I might even take the spaceship to do it. And just start loading this thing up with ores. So we'll probably start with, you know, one thing strictly for copper, one thing strictly for gold, one thing strictly for silver. And we'll start with that and then, you know, kind of see where we go from there. So, yeah. But I think I'm going to let you go here. So, again, let me know in the comments where you would like me to build our big base, our main base, here on Proteus. Once again, it needs to have a nice view, preferably a view of one of the forests and a view of the deep desert, if possible. I wouldn't mind it being up high, but it can't be up so high that it's impractical to get to. Because, you know, we can build vertically. We could do like a you know, multiple layers type of base. It doesn't have to be necessarily really wide and spread out. And, yeah, just let me know in the comments. But remember, I do reserve the right to still ultimately choose the place that I want to do the most. But I do want to hear from you guys. And hopefully, you know, we'll come up with a spot. And we'll get started with building that. And then, like I said, I will let you guys know when I'm going to stop this particular save from being a permadeath series and transition it into a casual construction series, which is probably going to happen fairly quick because, I mean, you know, if you think about it, at least on Proteus anyways, we're set. I mean, we made it. You know, we just have to build the base, but we got through the early and even the mid game, you know, with the struggle on these difficult settings, and I think we've pretty much finished the hardcore permadeath for Proteus. So yeah, probably in the next couple episodes or so, I'll start once again on Aziel. I think I'm going to try Lutari next for the permadeath, and then transition this over to casual construction. All right, anyways, guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.